Welcome! In this video I will show you how to make a hussif. For this project you will need the paper pattern, a scrap of fabric, the even smaller scrap of batting, needle and thread or a sewing machine, pins, pencil for marking, fabric scissors, ribbon and bias tape, and optionally a button or snaps. Start by cutting the base layer once from batting and twice from fabric. You may want to cut the pocket pieces once or twice, depending on whether or not you want to bind them with bias tape. Don't forget to add the markings for the scissors pocket, ribbon placement and the fold. It's now time to prepare the scissors pocket. I hemmed the top edge by folding it over twice and sewing it down. I also folded over the other edges of the pocket, so the raw edges won't show when I sew it onto the base layer. I used the zigzag stitch to sew the pocket down onto the base layer as an applique. Next is the pocket flap. I hemmed the straight edge as before. For the curved edge I decided to bind it with bias tape. To do this, I pin the right side of the tape to the right side of the fabric. If you have tape that has pre-made folds, just sew along the fold. Mine doesn't have any, so I sewed approximately half a centimeter from the edge. After this is done, the tape gets folded around the edge and is sewed down on the other side. To finish the pocket flap for now, I marked the buttonhole and sewed it with my machine. You can also sew it by hand if you want a neater finish. Next is the pocket itself. I decided to bind the top edge with the same bias tape as the pocket flap. After that, I sewed on the button. Next are the ribbons. To hold the scissors, cut one length of ribbon approximately 30 cm or 12 inches. For the closure of the hussif, cut two pieces of ribbon approximately 20 cm or 8 inches. Don't forget to finish off the edges. Fold the longer ribbon in half and place it on the marking above the scissors pocket. Make sure you can thread the ends of your ribbon through the finger holes of your scissor when it's in the pocket. If necessary, move it up or down. The loops that will hold your thread are next. Start by pinning the ribbon to one of the outermost markings. Grab your thread and place it onto the base layer. Pull the ribbon tight over it and pin it to the next marking. Repeat this for as many loops as you want. You may want to use different spools of thread with different diameters. It's now time to put the base layers together. Put the batting between the two fabric layers and baste it together. Make sure that the right sides are outside. Stitch down the fold as well. Pin the pocket in place. Bind the outer edge of the base layer like you did with the pocket, just all the way around this time. Be careful when you sew the corners. Don't forget to add in the ribbons for closing. Last but not least, sew down the pocket flap so the pocket can close. That's it, you've finished. You thought that was all that is to it? There are a lot of options how you can customize your Husuf. Starting with doing some embroidery or quilting on the base layer, or using buttons instead of the ribbons for closing. You could also do the pocket from netting or lace, so you can easily see what's inside. You could also change the pocket so it's foldable and it could fit more bulky items, like for example a thimble. You could also close the pocket with a zipper or no closing at all, if you're not afraid that things will fall out. You could do, of course, more pockets. You could position the folds of the base layer differently, or use a different number of folds. Or just make it that you don't fold it at all, but roll it instead. And you can always lengthen the base layer so you can fit more things in it. Another tip, if you have a lot of thread spools with different diameters, would be to use an elastic instead of a ribbon to hold the threads down.